This is Precalculus Chapter 3, Section 4, Problem number 55, where we're finding all of the zeros of this polynomial. So first of all, we recognize it's a fourth degree polynomial, so I know that there is a total of 4 zeros, counting all repeats as well as real or complex zeros. We start off by trying to find the rational zeros by taking the factors of the constant coefficient and the leading coefficient. And we look at all of these, and we look at all the combinations, and we end up with these four numbers, 1, -1, 1/2, and -1/2. We now test each one of those to find out are any of these 4 zeros. And we go through the whole process, and we find out that 2 of them are zeros. That -1 is a 0, and -1/2 is a 0. Now remember, we need 4, and I only see 2 of them here, so we're going to use synthetic division and divide out these 2 zeros. So I'm going to use the -1 first. And when I do the synthetic division with the -1, I end up with a new polynomial where this would be 2x cubed plus 13x squared plus 4x minus 1. And I'm going to do the second division because our second zero, the -1/2. And I'm going to use these these coefficients right here, and these are the ones that I'm going to use the synthetic division on. So as I do this, remember I'm using this blue row, so when I do the addition and the synthetic division, it's these two numbers that I'm going to add together and go through and do the synthetic division. And in the end here, what we have is 2x squared plus 12x minus 2, and we're going to use factoring techniques for that quadratic. So we've got, there it is. And the first thing I did notice, which I want you to see here, is I did factor out of 2 first. So we're left now with x squared plus 6x minus 1. And I'm going to use the quadratic formula on this quadratic. And as I do the quadratic formula, we have that the answer to this quadratic, the zeros would be -3 plus root 10 and -3 minus root 10. So the 4 zeros, the total of 4 zeros, are -1, the -1/2, and then these 2 that I got from the quadratic formula.